Caspa update. I wanted to let some price action play out here before I did another video. So I apologize. I skipped a couple days here to let things work out, but you can clearly see I'm gonna enlighten this thing so it's very visible to everybody. You can see that wedge. Okay, that wedge formation in here. Let me put it on the weekly. All right, there you go. You can see that forming in there. All right, we're dangerously close to breaking down out of this. We're going to dig into this chart. I'm going to show you where we could possibly get a bounce at and what it looks like is going on here, okay? A few videos ago, I was brutally honest. I believed a pullback was coming, and that's what happened. If we couldn't break 0.052, if you remember them videos, and unfortunately we just couldn't get past that at 0.052. Okay, that was right up here. Okay, where it got rejected off of, came down, made another little attempt up, got back up to 5 cents, but has rolled over here. Okay, not the end of the world, period. Every single chart out there, you can't go up forever. Right, you got to build stairs, you got to build support and resistance areas for higher prices, as this thing goes, has a possible correction here. You have support levels back, and I apologize for these things popping up. They're driving me crazy. I yeah, I'm a big Steeler fan. I lived in Pittsburgh a long time, and I moved north to New York, and now I don't get the Pittsburgh Steeler games on my local channel, so I used a streaming device to cast it on my TV, and now I'm getting these pop-ups like crazy here. So I apologize about them. They won't be there next time. I'll figure this out. But yesterday was Sunday. That was the football games. I didn't start having this problem until today, so I'll get rid of that. But let's move on here, guys. I got a lot to go over here with you, so let's go right over to the Block Explorer. Look at this petahash. 46. Isn't that something? If you guys remember, excuse me, if you go back, I don't know, a month and a half on the videos, we were at 16, 17. This thing has gone up 3 or 4x since then. Pretty impressive. Still right around, you can see the transactions per second bouncing around and the blocks per second. No big change in those, but the petahash is really picking up the speed, so that's great to see. Market cap 955 million. That's the market cap ranking, number 207 according, that's on here. Okay, but you can see all the whale movement here on the right hand side. I've tried to figure this out. Excuse me. What I did, I went through and well, number one, let's show the nodes here. Look at these nodes popping up in Japan and the east coast of China. Wow. Malaysia. What do we have? 200 public nodes running now on the Caspa network as of October 9th. Wow, look at this. Pretty impressive. Love to see that. Finland getting in on the action. Norway. Belarus. A few in Russia. Romania, what do we got? France, Spain, of course, all over the U.S. We got one in Canada, Malaysia, Japan, the east coast of China. Yeah, so that's great to see. Nodes popping up all over the place. Let's zoom out a little bit and see if there's any we're missing here. Oh, whoa, over there. Oh yeah, look at the. What do we got here? That's Japan again right there. I know that. Okay, that was America, but I seen South America, Australia. Let's look in here. Yeah, there's one in Australia. Here we go down to South America, Argentina, Paraguay. Wow, got a few popping up all over here. That's great to see. Well, anyway, these whale wallets. You look at this stuff popping up. Control sugar. I've just had all kinds of stuff popping up on here. That streaming device I used. I clicked the wrong button here, but the top addresses. I went through. Okay, just to see if these addresses were loading Caspa. You remember I took a screenshot about a month ago, roughly, all right, of the top wallets, these ones right here. All right, now I have uh, the results here. I think it's pretty interesting because we're all curious if these guys are selling or if they're adding, right? So the Caspa whale, this was the screenshot of that these wallets. Okay, where's it at here? Nope, that's the wrong one. I apologize. Let me get the right one here. This drives me crazy over there. Price target. Let me see. I'm sorry. Should be up. Caspa whale count. What am I missing here? Whale chart. There we go. I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. All right, you can see here. I wrote these down so we know the difference. But this top one had 35, the second one 32. This one here had a major difference in it. Okay, the top one is down now to 34 million. This one is down to 31 million. This one is negative 15 million. Okay, as this one stayed the same, this one stayed the same. This one is plus 1 million, plus 1 million, plus 2 million, and plus 2 million. And then the very bottom one stayed the same. So the big one here, minus 15 million on this one. You see it's 30. Third wallet down, Mexi wallet, 3% of the total supply. When we go back here, 30 million, third wallet down. Look at this now. Third wallet down, 15 million. You know, so they now they're down to 1.6% of the supply. Obviously, you have to sell some crypto. They can't sit on it forever. They have operating expenses and everything else. So, you know, this is a KuCoin wallet, Gate wallet, Mexi wallet, a Bitget wallet. But these were the top wallets, you know, and I don't see it like they moved it anywhere else because I don't see a big you know, addition to any of the other ones. So just wanted to check that out. Thought it was interesting to show you guys. All right, over here, the last 7 days, you know, the octopus is up 1.9, the fish is up 3.7. And 9.1 for dolphins. That's 100,000 to 1 million tokens. 13,000 people own 100,000 to 1 million. Pretty impressive. Here's plus 11% on the sharks. 1 million to 10 million. 2,737 people. 9% almost 10. Last 7 days these are for the whales. You know, that's 10 million to 100 million plus 10%. So, geez, some stackers definitely going on in here. Okay, the crabs minus 0.8. That's 100 to 1,000 tokens. All right, 1,000 tokens is what? Geez, what is that? $40, something like that. Yeah, $40. All right, so all right, let's move on here, guys. The Caspa price right here is what I caught. The volume is up 48%. All right. 14.5 million. You can see here that what I'm going to show you guys looks like a bounce maybe coming here, so that's probably why we're seeing volume come in like this. So we'll move on here. The crypto bubbles, look at all that red. Bitcoin having a little bit of a down day. Here's Caspa, volume 14, there it is, rank 42nd. Geez, that top 40, man, that's our target. We need to get there. Then we can start working our way to the top 30, top 20, top 10. That'll be exciting. I'm glad we're all here for the journey because it's going to be worth it in the end. It's going to be really exciting. Wait till the bull run comes, guys. And these numbers, these are all green and plus 20%, plus 60%. You'll see crazy numbers, and it happens so fast. Your wallet goes from 1,000 to 10,000. You open it up the next day, you're 14,000. You open it up again, then you're at 28,000. It is insane. You can't even believe what's happening. It's like the best dream you ever had, or you have a $10,000 wallet and you open it up and it turned to 25,000 and then to 50, then over 100. It's the crypto. A bull run, well, you will be hooked for life. You cannot wait to the next one. It's so much fun. So, but you got to make it through this brutal time. That's just the part. You've really got to be a trooper. You got to believe that it's going to happen, and I'm a believer, 1,000%. I 100% believe in cryptocurrency, and I cannot wait to the next bull run. They're a blast. All right, a couple things I wanted to show you guys real quick. Bitcoin dominance. Look at this thing. All right, this is, let's put it on a daily. All right, been tracking this thing. I think I got it on log right now. Let's take that off. There we go. You can see it riding that trend line. Just bounced right off it. Now look at this. If we take... Well, let me clean this up 2 seconds. I hate them dots on there. That's from that pen. I lost my pointer somehow. I've had TradingView for 5 years. Lost my pointer somehow. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, and I never forget you guys, I freaking love you guys. The members, I want to give a shout out, man. You guys really help this channel keep going. So thank you so very, very much. Andy, Jason, Blackman, Trapper, I put out a update on that coin for you there. Blackman on that EVA. So go check that out. Trapper, Baja, Lib, Ryan, Franny, Noted Trader, John, William, Falconer, Marty, love you, buddy. LV, Benji Barker, Jay, and Cuz for real. These guys have been here a while now, and thank you so very, very, very much, guys. I've gotten nothing but very good feedback on the trading videos. Marty, thank you for the very nice compliment there, man. He said that's the best value on YouTube for the trading videos. $14.99, man. If I can change somebody's life or help somebody, become successful at trading, then I've done something with my life. All right, I just can't not $15, man. I can't practically give them away. I got so much time in them. There's like 7 hours worth of content in them trading videos. So if you're interested, sign up for level 3 membership and check them out, man. Not financial advice, but you'll get your $15 worth. Absolutely, 100% for sure. All right, I'm just glad that people like them. That's the thing I was nervous about, and I've gotten nothing but great feedback. So thank you so much, guys. I love all you. I'm a small channel, so your support helps tremendously. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's get back over here. Bitcoin dominance. Look at this Fibonacci. This thing is just ripping. Made it up through the 702 here. All right, so got to start worrying a little bit about this thing. Up here it's going to run into a major level at 52%. If you go out in the weekly, you can see that this is a very, very difficult area for this thing to break. Might be just a little bit higher, right where that wick's at, right about there. All right, that's where it got stopped out there before, right up here, just over 52. Let's look at the RSIs on this thing. The weekly is still heading up. All right, so it could smash through there. The daily is at the very top. The monthly is at the very top. It's at 88 and an 87 weekly. And I'm looking down here too, okay, because if this thing does go up and set a higher high, you got to watch for that bearish divergence down here. There is none, okay. It's actually doing very well here. I don't see any bearish divergence. The monthly, I get that high, got a high. Yep, that looks good. 12-hour is at the very, very top. The 8-hour, very, very top. 4-hour, is at the top also. So this thing is getting very close to looking like a correction. Is it doing 5 waves up here? Yeah, it could be. 1, 2. This could be wave 3 right there. What kind of target? If we use a trend-based fib and get an idea here. If this is a 1, 2. You know, nah. 55%. Would that make any sense at all? Oh boy. Well, up there's the next major resistance up at 57 after that 52, just over 52. I don't think that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was thinking an ABC would come in right here, but if it gets rejected at this 702, it could be. You could have an ABC, all right, just a little bit higher than I want to see. Once it got through that 702, it kind of looks like it switched places here. But was this an ABC in here? No, was not. Should have went lower if it was. Well, let me see something. Let's open this up. Take it off that lower one there and move it down. Still just a little off. Still looks like an ABC correction though. When you put it on the weekly here, you can see things a lot clearer. It definitely looks like an ABC here after the 5 waves up. And usually after you have 5 waves up, you do your ABC, then you start another 5 waves up. So we'll see what happens here. But Bitcoin dominance is looking really strong. Bitcoin itself, here we go with this thing. Still did not take out that low over here. So technically, higher highs, higher lows. You can see right there, it did not take out this low over here. So still got that high here, low, higher low. Needs to get a higher high here, higher than 31.8. Got the weekly coming up. You got your daily. Oh boy, daily looks like it wants to come down. All right, so we'll see what happens. Bitcoin runs the show, though, no question about it. The monthly is at the top and looking bearish right now, but it's really low down here. Down here, it's only at a 50, right in the middle, right perfect spot for a bounce. Almost looks like 1, 2, wave 3 coming up. Or a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th wave coming in. Let's look at a trend-based fib here. This is on the monthly, so this could be a 1. Pull down. Not too high. Too big of a 1. Let's go to weekly and see if it's any clearer. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves right there. That ABC, and it should be starting another 5 waves now. But this looked like a 1, 2, this whole move here. We'll have to let some price action play out, but Bitcoin really needs to get going. The Dow Jones hanging on, just hanging on outside of that wedge, looking all right. The Dixie, it's at 106. 106. We're on the weekly. The weekly RSI is at the very, very top here. Let's see, I was really looking for that 618. The daily, the daily's about reset, so it could get a bounce up there. Still holding support on this trend line. So that's what we're looking for up at 109. We'll see if we get it. We'll see if we get this ABC. But look how gold. Did we call this perfect or what? I mean, absolutely perfect. This was a ABC we have been calling for a long time. I put out a video the other day about a bounce for gold, and look at this thing. It came down to 1810. All right, I go back on the videos. I was calling this to come down here. It hit it, and now it's. Like I said, I just put a video out the other day about a bounce for gold coming. Look at this thing. It's up 2.7%. So far, and this is. Monday, all right, this is on the daily. That's 2 days worth of price action there. Excuse me. So we'll see what happens here, but we got the daily RSI heading up. The weekly is just about reset. You know, I'm looking for gold, quite honestly, to come up here and retest these highs again. I think this thing is going to bust through these highs. I think you're going to see a lot of people start investing in gold again. Down here at these levels, you know, what was the volume? Do we have volume down here? How about the daily? No, it doesn't have volume on this chart, but we got the monthly pulling down here, all right? But that thing can spin right back up. Weekly's almost reset. Excuse me. The daily is reset and bouncing. The key point for this thing is right up here at 1885. All right. If it could, we'll have to watch this very, very carefully. Fell through that area. Now it's going to come back up. It's going to either retest it and get rejected, or it's going to bust through it, come up here, and break out of this top resistance. All right, that's one thing we definitely want to keep an eye on with gold, because this top resistance right here, if it ends up breaking out of that, this thing is really going to get going. Really low on the RSI, really looking good. Gold looks great. You got the 12-hour still heading up, 4-hour right at the top here. Could have a small correction, but gold looks fantastic. All right, where are the total market caps at? You do got to keep an eye on these things. Pretty much looks like going sideways here. Yep, basically the same thing as Bitcoin, except it never got a higher high here. It got a lower high, and it didn't get a lower low, but pretty close. All right, the weekly is heading up. Monthly coming down. All right, but the weekly is resetting and going up, and the daily is still coming down. Look at this thing, just pretty much sideways consolidation right through here. You can see a obvious support line right there going through here. Came up, bounced on it, bounced on it. We've talked about that before. More times you beat on something, same thing with support and resistance. More times you hit it, the weaker it gets. These two charts look pretty much exactly the same. The total market cap and the total too without Bitcoin. So let's get to Caspa here and look at this and see if we can figure out what's going on here, right? We called for this pullback days ago. Nobody likes to be the bearer of bad news, but if you want honesty, guys, I'm going to give it to you. You know, that's just the best way to approach anything. Don't want to be a moon boy, make a lot of enemies like that, and you just got to be as honest as you can when you're looking at these charts. And I am doing my very, very best for you guys. I look at these things for at least an hour before I even sit down to do a video and try to see if I can figure out what's going on. We almost have the daily RSI reset. All right, still pulling down a little bit. The weekly 43 to 49 has flipped over bearish. Obviously it's very close to, it can do either right here. What I would like to see, you know, after this correction is done here, I would like to see this thing pull down and then bust right up out of there. That would be the best thing for Caspa for sure. Okay, let's see, the 12-hour is reset and at the bottom. Okay, the 8-hour, same thing, bottom, reset, and the 4 hours on the bottom. Now I'm going to give you guys some areas to really pay attention to here. Okay, let's open this up, open this screen up and get a look at this thing. Okay, this almost looks, you know, I've measured this out and I tried to see if it was a ABC here, ended up extending. Now it can extend. Usually you have a 1-for-1 ratio. Your A leg is going to be the same length as your C leg. Okay, that didn't end up happening here. It ended up going a little bit further, which it can do that. Okay, but that isn't what you want to see. I don't think that's what's going on here. Quite honestly, I believe it might be doing something like this: 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no guarantees at all here, but even out on the daily, you can kind of see it a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if this is what's going on here, all right, you don't want to see it come up and violate the wave 1 area here. Okay, right here, 1, 2, 3. All right, I kind of almost expect this maybe to pull a little deeper, but it looks like it's ready to bounce. 4. You know, if it violates 0.047, all right, then something else is going on here. Okay, 4, and then finally a fifth wave. Maybe let's see if that makes sense. This on the daily got very good support right down through there. Yeah. And if we take a Fibonacci and put on here, okay, let's do it that way and look for the most common area for a pullback here. All right, after a, let's see, we're going to take it from the beginning of the run up to the top. Usually a 618 would be your bounce area, or 702. All right, now if we get the 5 waves down in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, the fifth wave would have to extend down here towards the 618. You know, I don't know if it'll go that deep. It might not. But right around 4 cents. You know, looks like a possible area that this could be pulling down to. Now, you always get when you have 5 waves down. Okay, you have your 1, 2, your 3 wave. Okay, then you have a 4th wave bounce, okay, and then you have your final 5th wave down. Well, what we got going on here, these RSIs are getting close to reset to, we have this 3rd wave, we would have a 4th wave bounce, is what we're looking at now, and then the final extension. All right, now if we look at them RSIs, does it look like a bounce is coming? All right, the daily still has a little bit of room to come down. It's still bearish, a 3 and a 15. The weekly has quite a bit of room to come down. The 12-hour is right at the bottom. The 12, the 8, and the 4, okay, are all ready to get a bounce here. The 1 hour is still coming down, all right, but especially if you look at this 4, all right, you come out here. It was not an ABC here. All right, now that it has violated this support line, that's what I am keeping a very good eye on. I am going to put a line right here at 0.04, call it 0.047. Okay. If it bounces back up above that, all right, then I believe something else is going on here. I believe, quite honestly, I believe this 4th wave is going to come up, get rejected, and then have our final 5th wave down, and then everything should be reset by then. We have the weekly RSI pulling down to kind of, you know, match that that possible outcome. You know, not financial advice, guys. Everybody's wrong in this market. I've had very, very good luck calling this one here. You know, I've had a few wrong, but overall, you know, done fairly well. Even if you look at these past pullbacks, all right. If we go from the beginning down here, the wave to the top, this one pulled back to the 786. All right, right down here. This next one we had up here, go from the beginning of the move to the top. Right, that one didn't even go so deep. This one had a 50% retracement and then pushed up. Okay, so it doesn't have to come the whole way down to the 618. The one before that, the one down here, the beginning of the move to the top. This one pulled down to the 618, 702 area, and that's where it got a bounce and took off. Now, if you look at the weekly, doesn't go back that far, but if we go back through here, you know, you had your for this pullback here, you had your daily RSI, you know, just turned over right there, okay, and started down. About this, almost the same looking type of thing as we have here. This next one, we don't have a weekly, or I would, do we? No, we don't have much of a weekly, so the daily I got to look at. This one here, that daily was right at the very top, started pulling down, you know, had a small bounce in between here. It looked like 5 waves down in here. We measured, this is the one, or was this the one that the ABC didn't measure out perfectly? We missed it by, Let me check real quick. There, there. Yeah, this is the one that I called 0.030, and it went to 0.032, and took a little beating over that. Missed it. Missed it by a little bit here. What was it? 4%. So I apologize about that, but it still ended up being an ABC. The C leg just didn't pull down far enough in there. All right, so you see that these other past moves, most of the time that daily was right near the top, was here when it started rolling over. This one here, it got to the top, started rolling over. Even this one here, we didn't even look at that pullback. That was a smaller move in between here, but even that one pulled back. 618. Yeah, pretty close. 618 there. Actually, group started there, so it ended up running up five waves in here, pulled down to 618, then it bounced. All right, so that's what we're going to be watching for here. See what happens. I would be watching for that 618 Fibonacci area. Looks like we started there, whole way to the top. Right down around 4 cents, 0.0409. Looks like the best area for this thing to bounce from. Then we will have the daily and the weekly reset, and we should be ready to start heading up again. Okay, that'll get everything to the ground. We need this weekly RSI, obviously, to start pushing down here, get down to the bottom. I want to add some more big news here. We ended up having a new listing right over here. Caspa is live on XT Exchange. You can now trade Caspa now. So we do have another exchange listing, which is huge, obviously. XT.com. Let's see if they're live over here yet. XT.com, and let's see how much volume they're actually bringing in here. XT, probably one of the last ones here. Vitex, Trade Orange, where's XT at? XT.com right there. 117,000. Not too bad. 0.8%. I mean, that's probably money we wouldn't have had. So that jacked the volume up a little bit for sure. But look at MEXC. That's the big one. 42% of our volume comes from MEXC. They're taking over the market. They're just blowing everybody out of the water right now. I mean, it's such a great exchange to go sign up on. You know, even if you guys don't use my link or whatever, go check them out. You know, like I said, not financial advice, but I love using MEXC. There's a link in the description of the video to go sign up there, and great exchange. I love it. But anyway, I would be watching for that pullback, guys, especially down towards that 618, at least a 50% area right up here at 0.043. Anywhere, whoops, excuse me, let me get that off there, I apologize. Anywhere in that area right here. But it looks like a 5-wave down structure to me. 2, 3, 4, possibly down to here. All right, so this could take a little bit of time to work out. We'll see. I might be totally wrong. Been wrong before. Nobody's 100% perfect with this stuff. It's going to do what it wants to. All right. But until I see some volume coming in here, we do have them RSIs reset. So like I said, I would expect a bounce here, possibly percentage-wise. You know, if it ends up pulling down to here, you know, it could be a decent bounce. What, 5%, 5.5%. But I expect it to probably get rejected at 0.047, and then that final 5th wave down, and that'll probably bring all of our RSIs back up to the top or close to the top and pull it down here. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. Please hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see what happens here. I'll check in tomorrow and see where we're at with this thing. Have a great day, everybody.